TV, and today I have with me a world-famous tattoo artist, Carl Hesse. And he is just one of those people who really exemplifies the concept of going guerrilla. I mean, this guy has done incredible work, and I wanted to have him on the show just to kind of tell me a little bit about himself and hopefully share some of his story with you folks. So, Carl, I just, you know, I have seen, you know, a lot of your work, and I've watched, you know, I know that you have people come from like around the country to come see you, and just like what got you into tattooing to begin with? Like what started it all for you?
I actually met a guy at a convention, Crazy Ace, and he saw some of my artwork and thought I should be a tattoo artist. I went an apprentice with him 2 years down in Richmond, Virginia. I've been tattooing ever since 1979.
So what did you, I mean, like, were you just like an artist? Like you drew and painted and stuff?
Yeah, always painted, did airbrush work, oil painting, things like that.
That's awesome. What, so like one of the things I always think about, like, cause I can draw a little bit, but like, you know, that transition from like paper or canvas to like actual skin, you know what I mean? Like how hard is it to...
It's not easy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be like that element of like, you know, sort of blocking that empathy, you know what I mean? Because I've gotten tattoos and I'm like writhing on the table. If it was me, I'd be like, all right, I'll stop, you know? Like how do you...
I don't know, when you're tattooing somebody, it's really not like they're feeling it, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but I don't know, I guess since I've been doing it so many years, I don't really think about that.
Yeah, so where all have you gone? I mean, I know, like I said, I know that you're world famous. I know you've traveled the country and outside the country and done stuff, but like where all have you gone?
Many states. I can't even tell you all the states I've gone to. And I've had magazine articles in Europe, US, videos, I've been on television, you know, so yeah, I've been around. When
did you start working for yourself? You said you had an apprenticeship, but when did...
Apprenticeship was like 78, 79, right out of high school I started. Went to Richmond, Virginia for 2 years, and I came back in late 79, opened my first studio in Bucks County, PA, in Sillersville. Yeah. Sold that shop in 2003, and I moved up here to Tioga County.
Well, I mean, was it hard for you to like... I mean, my first business, I was a barber. I cut hair in a barber shop, and I was given the opportunity to buy that barber shop. But like for me, it was like super scary to kind of, you know, not have a paycheck coming in that I wasn't entirely responsible for. I mean, like taking that leap and starting your own shop, was it?
Well, in the beginning, I had a part-time job on the side, and I was tattooing at my studio evenings and weekends.
Okay. And
then from there, as I built up clientele. But in 2003, when I moved up here to Tioga County, it was like starting all over again, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
First couple of years was rough, but now I have a great following here. I have a great following in Bucks County, which I still go back down there to Dublin, PA, and do guest spots.
Gotcha.
We do conventions. My wife and I, she travels with me, and we do conventions, you know, across the country. Get ready to go to Florida in August, doing a big show called Ink Slingers Ball. Yeah.
What is it called? Ink Slingers Ball?
Ink Slingers Ball.
How many people will be there? Is it a big thing?
I think they're going to have probably 500 or 600 artists there. My friend Gil Monty, who's been in the business for years, he's been on television also. He's running it, so.
Got it. Now that you're like really established and you've started shops multiple times, I mean, like what, if you were to kind of like go back and start it all over again, knowing what you know now, like what would you have done differently?
Nothing really. Like I didn't apprentice a lot of guys. I was kind of picky on who I apprenticed. So I don't like to put a lot of people out there, you know, that don't really know what they're doing. But I really like it here. I know we're going to be here probably the rest of my life, you know. I like Blossburg. I like Tioga County. It's kind of laid back, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot. So that's why we're here.
Right on.
Yeah.
If you were like, so anybody who's like getting into, I guess just like, if you could offer some insight or any kind of advice for either new tattoo artists or people who are just getting into business for themselves for the first time, is there any guidance or wisdom that you might be able to offer?
In the tattoo business, if you want to get into it, like there's so many people that think they can buy the equipment and just start tattooing.
Right.
You want to apprentice with a professional.
Right on.
That's the only way to do it. Learn the safety, pathogens, you know, cross-contamination. You want to make sure you know as much as you can before you even start trying to tattoo somebody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much for all that.
We'll